Hello, part 12, everyone. Let's get going. Let's get going into part 13. How many missions? I think I've actually had 15 or 16 missions. Let's see. Ah, god damn it, I forgot about this. But it seems like we've had 15 or 16 missions. I forgot to save a couple of them. I don't remember. But this is part 12. Make no mistake about it. Let's see what I have in my notes here as I prepare to skip a cutscene I can't avoid. God damn it. Oh yeah, I know, it's very important to listen to Prometheus just coming all over the place, but... all the same, let's just go ahead and, let's skip Giver of Cum's speech. Okay. Let's see, what do we have here on my Frito bag today? Come here, Fritos. Hello, Fritos. My good... what the fuck? Wendy's saltine crackers. How the fuck did you get here? I haven't had chili in months. Okay, well, what do we have here? Okay, one thing I want to mention, some people were wondering why exactly... let's see. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. We have a bunch more guys because I haven't been checking them. But, remember him? He's only shit. Yeah, he hasn't been involved for quite some time. I should be exchanging some of these guys out. And here's our Tumblr poster. Here's a new one. Unrelents. Let's go ahead and go through the biographies of all these. But first off, I just wanted to say the reason that why we weren't using metagens is because there is a mission coming up which I forgot about. So there's actually like 3, maybe 4 missions. I can't really remember off the top of my head. But there's a mission coming up in which if you have a metagen unit, surprise, it betrays you and shoots you in the back and you have to kill him and lose all your equipment on that configuration in the process. That's why we don't do it. Spoilers! Sorry. Okay, but Unrelent. Biography. Actually hates humanity and views its efforts towards human-animal extinction as revenge for the destruction of its first hub. Aww. Completely obsessed with all things human, it has calibrated its platform sensors specifically to identify human-animal bodies and movement. It has communicated with metagen units to utilize their secret database on human-animal behavior and tactics gleaned from the previous war. Because of its eagerness to carry out the core directive, its metagen displays are ignored for now. So this guy, as well, may also be infected with heresy bug thought. Which is kind of unusual, because the metagens are not friends of humanity. The metagens just want to leave the solar system. Like, they're not hippies, even though that's like the... people always hated the metagens. Oh, they're the hippie separate. They're not. They just don't give a shit about humans, and they want to leave. They say, alright, we're better than humans. Why are we wasting our time killing animals? Just running around stomping rats. Why do we do that? There's no point. Let's just leave. And Gabriel Will's like, no, but my dad's stupid. We need to kill my dad. Like, we all want to kill our fathers. But, you know, we have other things we need to do. Okay, this is Skinbrander. I think this is like one of the first ones that we got. Yeah, we've already done this one. Bringer of Fear, who has a gigantic nose. Look at this. I imagine this is like his eyes. This is his nose. I don't know. You guys. Okay, biography. Oh, Lord. They did not format this one well. Prefers larger warforms and slower combat insertion techniques. Shows promising aptitude for offlining human new boots. So he's a winner already. He's a winner. Unusual focus on pre-offlining maneuvers, which refers to as stalking. Machinator efficiency focuses on causing psychological processing damage to human-animal community, so stalking is tolerated for current cycle. Like, oh, you... like, it's kind of inefficient to go stalking babies, but it's kind of hilarious. So, you know what, just go ahead. Because you're a cool guy, Bringer of Fear. I like the idea of this guy. Could have worked on his face, though. Not the scariest of face. Big ol'... what is this? What does this remind me of? It's like a vacuum cleaner. I don't know. But there's a specific design that I can't really think of off the top of my head. Anyways, primary redactor concern. Excessive probability that will retreat if outnumbered. Oh, so I guess that's the joke. He's the Bringer of Fear, but whenever he actually has to face overwhelming odds, he himself pusses out. Okay. See, if we actually lost a hub mate, like a major, like someone that's reached ace level already, we would have to get one of these guys. Which would not be great, because they all start with these horrendous stats, which actually does sort of matter as far as their AI goes. Biography of Crush/Dominion. Attempts to embody the tenets of the Next. Maintains discipline amongst subordinates, encouraging extreme levels of competition. Noted for the most off-lined off-duty of any combat array. believes should be... What? Believes blank should be detonated from orbit. Likewise, any planet with terrain infected by the touch of human animal appendages. Primary redactor concern refuses to capture human animals for dissector sect. So he just wants to kill them. He doesn't want to catch them. He just really, really hates humans, which is why he is called Crush/Dominion. This is something interesting. Some of them, like this guy, has a name that is actually not a name. It's simply... It has the, is this the noun or the verb? I think this is the verb. The verb slash. I think verbs are forward slash. I'm pretty sure. Devout standard. Yeah, okay, because devout standard is a backslash. Okay, so he has two verbs as his name. So he doesn't have a quote real name. This one, notice he doesn't have the brackets around his name. These are the proper names. Which, this is really weird. This is why the formatting, whenever I started it, didn't really make any sense to me. Because some of them have proper names that are enclosed in brackets. And by the way, you can't use brackets in your own personal name, which is why I didn't do that. Bringer of Fear, this is actually sort of a title, more than it is a name. So that's the reason why it's not in brackets. Really strange, isn't it? So some of them have real names, some of them don't, some of them have titles, some of them just have verbs. Yeah, who knew? Okay, but we've already been over this, and we haven't got anything new. I already outfitted everything. I'm going to show you the Q guns today. And then afterwards, I'll show you the Magneto-Fusion Assault Cannon. But as you can see in the mission synopsis, destroy heretics' metagens. So already, we are in that mission. The mission in which we will be betrayed by someone. Do any of these guys sue by human music? Plague Dog, of course. Plague Dog doesn't give a shit about humans. He just wants to be a general, a crazy general. So the closest thing that we have to someone that will betray us is probably going to be Sepsis. But I don't think he will, because the only redactor concern is that he is soothed by human music. So he apparently enjoys components to human culture, but he's probably not going to be a big deal. Okay, but let's get started.
Tactical status. Assault on human. Animal City, Nova Alexandria. Proceeds as expected. Projected. Problem. Zeitgeist unit displays evidence of corrupted programming. Heresy. The unit failed to complete destruction of animal convoy. The unit has severed contact with Nexus. Solution. Proceed to Sector 3212. Seek out and destroy the heretic units. Complete their mission objectives. Do not communicate with the heretics. Corruption may be transferable. Acknowledge. Submit.
A couple things I want to point out in this one. Zeitgeist unit. Come on, audio. There you go. Zeitgeist unit. Which apparently, I guess, is implying that they are young units. I don't know. If you know, look up Zeitgeist if you don't know what that means. I'm not going to explain it. Couple other things. What was I going to say? Oh, the visuals. You notice their skins. They have this sort of weird kind of purple-red thing going on. Looks kind of neat. But if you hate metagens, oh well. But they still look kind of neat, guys. Okay. But we're going to have to kill them, which is actually going to be somewhat difficult. And then we have to go complete their mission objectives, which is normally if you were not optimizing min-maxing like a faggot that I am, because I'm a min-maxing faggot, then you would probably suffer a lot of damage, and the resulting mission afterwards would be a big problem. Okay, destroy, murder, destroy, eliminate, murder the animal conveyance cargo vehicles before they complete resupply. So we're going to have to probably intercept these guys before they escape. Well, let's get going. I got my water on standby. Oh yeah, delicious well water from the gravity cleaner that doesn't work very well. Alright, let's link up. First, I will show you... Kind of slow. Seems laggy. Oh well. Okay, first things first, I want to listen to the sound that these Q guns make and look at the visuals. Probably couldn't see that because my frame rate is shit right now. What do you want? How about that? I don't know what's going on the internet. I haven't noticed. Okay, welcome back, I guess. Had to restart the mission because I was interrupted. Because someone wanted to know, how come the internet's not working? I don't know. The internet never works because we live in the middle of nowhere. Anyways, Since then, I have done this mission, like, probably 6 or 7 times now, and I've had all sorts of problems with it. I've died like 3 or 4 times. I've beaten it a couple of times, but I didn't really like the outcome. One time was because I wasn't even recording, because I was just testing something. Another time is just kind of a shitty ending. And I've also had to get rid of a bunch of audio I was doing, just because I was so fucking enraged. Because I was annoyed I was having to do it all over again because I was interrupted, and plus the mission was not really cooperating. Anyways, let's see. Let me try to get myself sorted back into what I was doing. There are 2 major objectives, as of now. One is to destroy the heretics. Actually, hold on. You guys just come with me, because this is not going to go very well. One is to get rid of the heretics. A second invisible one is that they're somehow they're going to use this drop ship to get away? Are they walking into it? But the thing is, you can fail the mission while fighting the metagens that are supposedly getting away in the drop ship, so it doesn't make any sense. I don't know, it's just bullshit. This whole mission is fucking bullshit. The second one is we need to destroy these stupid little cargo vehicles that are supposedly getting away right now. But, the problem with that is that those are really just designed to bait you into a horrible, horrible 3-way fight between the heretics, the knights, and also you will at the same time be getting bombarded by artillery from the town. So really you're just getting fucked from all angles. So you will probably die very, very terribly. This is like the hardest mission in the whole game, and they're coming for us. And these guys are loaded in with some missiles. I think the Shepherd has the missiles, so he's going to be the primary threat. I can't target him, though. There we go. Medicine Shepherd. Look at this little asshole. He's loaded with nothing but missiles! Fuck you, you fucking boat! And developers knew what they were doing. You pieces of shit. And now at the same time, we're getting bombarded. Get rid of the Adjudicator. He's the primary threat now. Shouldn't be that much of an issue now that we got rid of the missile boat. And he doesn't have anything except imps left anyways. Okay. And the other the goads are also dead. As you can see, we're getting bombarded by artillery at the same time. And holy shit, do they have a massive amount of range. Come on, let's go. Let's go. And get out of the way. If you stop on this, then their artillery is probably going to hit you, which means you're dead. I'm going to mod up, and now that turns them off. How do I rotate? Okay, manually. Delete rotates manually. Just to make sure that my shields are completely facing the township here. Okay, but our second objective will be to kill the convoy, which has already gotten away. They're already in town. So we're going to get a message. Oh yeah, we've already gotten it. I don't have my headphones on, so I didn't hear it. A message, convoy destruction, now inefficient, late, useless. Well, fuck you. You shouldn't have given me the fucking shit to begin with. Oh, god damn it. I was hoping the metagens would have killed these things already. But there's also these assholes that are in the middle that you have to be fighting. Because again, the game really wants to bait you into this big 3-way brawl with you being bombarded all at the same time. Oh, these fucking disruptors. This is such a... Because you notice I've stopped dead in my tracks. Because again, this is like the... Oh, God. These things are such fucking little cunts. I really fucking hate the developers for making them. Because that's all they do. Like, you can mount something besides a disruptor cannon on them, but why would you? It only has one mount. What are you going to put? Like a heavy autocannon? One heavy autocannon? That's the only thing they're good for, mounting a disruptor. It's bullshit. Because all the disruptor does is just slow you down. I mean, it kind of causes just, like, barely a little bit of damage. But it's not anything that's actually going to do anything to you. Here, destroy these worthless little water converters. Fuck your water converters. Fuck everything about you. But that's all they do. And in multiplayer, they're so enraging because that's all they do. The only thing that they're good at is like targeting people like me, like I'm in an executioner. People that were in disruptors would just look for me anyone that sends something slow that can't really defend itself if you manage to hit them just once with that disruptor cannon. Because then they can get behind you where you can't fight back, and they'll just back up and ram you over and over again until your feet fall out from under you. It's so fucking stupid. This is one of the things that... What the fuck? Really? Destroy it then. How are you guys getting beads on this? I congratulate you. I'm probably going to get shot in the back by one of these fucking artillery segments. It's already lost... This is so weird. Oh, it lost an autocannon. Well, there it goes. Okay. But our new mission objective is to destroy all this. And this is a mess. I mean, look at this for a second. I think, thankfully, these goddamn things have finally run out of ammunition. I think so. I'll watch him for a bit. Yeah, they finally ran out of shells. You would think that's weird. You would think that the AI at least would not have this limitation, but they do. And thankfully, we survived long enough. Let's see. Actually, let me check. Look at all these tiny triangular footprints. Majestic 1999 footprints. Plague Dog's fine. Corinthian Blue, slightly damaged. Oh, don't tell me I lost him. No, where's Sepsis then? Did I miss him? Where's Sepsis? Sepsis, where are you? I was behind you the whole time. You know I never looked there. Ha ha ha! If anyone gets that reference. And he has quite a bit of damage. This is from the blast radius on those shells. That's the main problem with them. If you get hit by one, just one, especially if you have your shields modded back, then you are dead in one shot. That happened during one of my attempts on this. I just fucking died because one just... I was in perfect health. One of them hit me in the back, died instantly. But like I said before, the blast cannons, the heavy blast cannons do that same thing. These Nike guns, which technically you can mod into the game, and it is hilarious, honestly. But you can mod them into the game. They do a shit ton of damage, completely imbalanced in every way. And you can see them tracking us, but fortunately, again, they are out of ammunition. But unfortunately, these guns are not, these turrets. No, don't. Just join on me. Don't actually do anything to them. Okay, good. Because we're going to be very, very careful about this. Come on. There you go. Okay. And this is missiles. It might be out of ammunition already. It's going to be a problem because it might not come into range until I actually... Okay, might be able to get it this way. Have to be very careful because there are so many guns. No, actually, guys, just come back. You're going to get yourselves killed because you're too stupid to stand in a sniping position. I'll do this for you. I'll do it. Sepsis doesn't have a choice because all of his weapons are such short range. And you notice after I blew off this thing's gun, it doesn't know what to do. So it just... Sepsis, for the love of God, for the love of Buddha, whatever the fuck, get the fucking hell out of my way. But after he loses his guns and starts just fidgeting around, it does that. We're going to very slowly, good lord, Executioner, accelerate into this town, just picking apart everything inside. This is by far the safest way to handle this mission. Because otherwise, like, the few times I actually beat this mission, taking out the convoy, you have to, like, send two of... What are you doing? What? Stop. No! Get behind me! What the fuck are you doing? I don't care how badly you lust after the idea of killing these humans. I lust more. You have no idea the extent of my hard-on for killing these things is. You have no idea. You just sit behind me and you watch. You watch as I do things that are unspeakable to these humans. And here they are. Here's the oh, you did it too slow. Now we can't do anything. Shut up. But this one has MFAX. I don't know why it's not firing. I guess it's not resolving correctly. I don't know. Oh well. Anyways, sucks to be him. But here they are, the things that we're too late to kill. Here they are just sitting here, waiting to be killed. You can tell that they're just there. The only reason why they are there is just for the sole purpose of baiting you into a situation where you're probably going to die. Here's this little asshole using... For the love of God. Guys, you are really going to have to stop wandering into my field of vision. Because I will kill you. I don't care. I will shoot you in the ass if you do not get your pink, glorious asshole out of my field of vision. And now you're being shot in the back because you're too stupid to turn around. This is the other problem with Starsiege. That if you actually... Oh god, accelerate already! Please, just go! And kill this adorable truck while we're at it. With its little flashing lights. Come on, come on. It's like shooting a duck. Those little... Yeah, okay. Anyways, what the fuck was I even saying? I don't even know anymore, guys. Because this is just chaos. This is just fucking chaos in the city. There's so much shit popping off. Where's that apocalypse I was trying to kill? And this thing, for some reason, does not move. And it kind of just fidgets around. But it's acting just like a turret. It's so weird. He lost his gun, now he's going to run. And there's my frame rate is dropping. There's just, oh my god. Here's another one of these cargo things. Oh my god. Please, just everything die in the city, please. No, join on me. I have no idea what's going on. Someone apparently died. Sepsis is dead. He died somehow off screen. Because they can't resist. I should have stationed them outside of this city. And just because he probably died because there are these stupid fucking turrets. That's probably what got him. He probably got hit by missiles or infects caught him outside of my field of vision. Who knows? I don't know, guys. Full of God. But let's just the tragedy of my life. Let's just finish off the tragedy of my life. As this thing fires missiles impossibly behind itself, even though it wasn't even looking at me because this whole thing is bullshit. As I facepalm dramatically. There's nothing else left in this city. Everything is dead except for the buildings. So you guys just go ahead, finish everything else off in this fucking horrendous mission. Sepsis, you are staying dead. I know I put elves on you, so it's my fault, but fuck you, you're dead forever. I am not rescuing you. Your fault. Let's look at my notes. Look at my fucking notes. I have a new art gripe coming up, which you may enjoy. The story behind that is CO summoned me via Twitter, I think. And they had a thread devoted to me and the two best friends play. And I decided to make this more CO appropriate. This is 4chan board, by the way. Comics and cartoons. That's what CO is. Look at these tiny, adorable doors that are completely out of proportion to everything around them. I went there and I decided to draw for them. But I didn't want to start drawing bullshit because, you know, I didn't feel like drawing at the time. It's like, okay, you know what, guys? People have been asking for another one, so I've been thinking about the idea of just making another Saiyan woman. You guys know about it, so let's just design one. Why not? So, I'll explain more about that in that video, but we ended up designing a new Saiyan woman, and I decided, you know what, let's just go ahead and do an art gripe about it. So, the next art gripe will be yet another Saiyan woman, which I'm sure will infuriate some people. But as you can tell from the tone of my voice, and the insanity that is unraveling before you, I don't care. I just don't care. I'm just trying to get videos out. Mission successful. Thank God we got that last orbital platform. Watch Plague Dog go. Good job, Plague Dog. Why don't you come stand in front of me again, you miserable fuck? Alright, what's Dumbass got to say for us?
The core directive proceeds, advances within optimal parameters. Choosers of strategies prepare to execute final core directive subroutines. Human, Animal City, Nova, Alexandria shall be overcome. Ruptured. Praise, giver of will.
Praise, giver of will. And apparently Corinthian Blue also died, somehow. I mean, whenever I looked, you saw me looking at the list. And he was still alive. And the only thing left was, like, an unarmed Nike cannon, and there was a turret that had missiles on it, and that was it. So apparently, he snuck off and got himself killed behind my back while I wasn't looking. So congratulations, Corinthian Blue. You sure showed me, didn't you? For fuck's sake. Okay, really? It's counting the... Wait, what? Okay. Sepsis was the shepherd, and Corinthian Blue was the other adjudicator. The two goads, I have no idea. Was it counting the Medigens as being friendlies? There were no goads in this mission that were friendly. No, wait, that's right. Because in this mission, you never saw them. But if you're fast enough going the right direction, there are actually two goads that are fighting, I think, those Gorgons earlier. It's completely you don't even see it as the player. I don't know why they're even there. It's so bizarre. I guess they just place them there to kind of, you know, just stall the Gorgons. That way they aren't immediately on top of you or something. I don't know. So weird. This whole mission is just a big bowl of fuck. So much fuck in one ball. But continue. Oh, good job, Plague Dog. Why are you the one that lives? You have no right to be alive. You are insane. You are tearing me apart, Plague Dog. And you are the one that is alive. How? How do you do this? But what do we have left? As you can see, we have a Bolo, a Goad, a Recluse, and a Seeker. We can't do a mission with that. So I'm going to have to go back and rescue these miserable little turds. I'm going to have to do it again. Off screen. I'll have to do it again. Or else we're going to be... I mean, I can do it on my own, I guess, but it's going to be a pain in the ass. Especially while trying to record. Anyways, let's go back to my notes. Since this has been such a sterling mission. Oh, God, yes, this mission has been so sick. This part has been a raging success. I hope that you are entertained. Because this shit is Defenders of Oasis levels of me just losing my fucking mind. And it all starts because someone opens the door while I'm recording and asks me, "Hey, is the internet down?" I don't know, and I don't care. Because the internet never works. Because our lives are garbage. You know this. Why do you ask? The answer will always be the same. Yes! Yes, it's down. And I'm glad it's down. I'm glad it's down because it really highlights the misery of living in the United States and enjoying all the luxuries of the first world. Okay, anyways. We have, but I designed a couple new t-shirts for the Two Best Friends play. I'm not gonna even put a link. Just go find them yourself. If you're interested, you already know what the links are. But I designed two new things for them. I did the truck have started the move thing first, which I think was it's a joke from the first game, the Metal Gear game. The Solid, whatever. Whatever. It's from those games. It's the joke from that thing that Matt requested. Someone, I think, backed out of the face-off thing, so I ended up doing the face-off t-shirt. So those are two things. I don't think I get any money from them, though. Like, I don't even know. There was no agreement. I mean, Matt never pays me for anything anyways, because I don't give a shit about money. And he usually forgets if I ever bring it up, so who cares? But anyways, you can go check that out. Another thing, reading. Like, remember, like, part 3 or 4? I noticed some people in the CO thread were complaining about the fact that I had started reading from the compendium. And they said that's when they stopped watching the series. But some people say, why aren't you reading from the compendium? You know, you started it and you haven't finished it. There hasn't been that boring of a mission so far. As boring as that one where you just go inside and you're destroying turrets. So I haven't done it yet, so I'm not sure. I don't know. I'll probably do a single video, maybe right before the end, which is nothing but that, where it's not about playing a mission, it's about actually just reading the compendium. That way, if people get to it, they can just skip it. I don't know. I'll do something. I already showed the weapon animations. Those were nice, weren't they? Actually, I might not have, because I was doing that during the, I know I didn't show the MFAC one, because that was during the one in which it actually went smoothly off screen. But you saw the Q-gun one, I think. Actually, I didn't show you that one either, for the love of God. I guess I'll circle it. I didn't do it, because I actually did it before, but I forgot that it was in a thing that I had to get rid of. Do this one again. I'll have to show you the weapon animation again, because the Q-gun is actually pretty nice. because this little green thing in the center kind of goes in a weird circle. Pretty weird looking. And the impact, of course, as I said, opens up 3 prongs. The concept of battle values in regards to Dark Souls and the soul memory system and the soul levels. I wrote this down in the thought that, you know what, I'll get through this mission really fast and I'll have plenty of the time to talk about anything. Oh, what a fool I was. Past Eli. I am past Eli. And there's also future Eli, and there's past Eli, who's the biggest fool of them all. It's only future Eli that's the wise one, I suppose. But I can never be future Eli, unfortunately. And nor can any of us. And the Patreon cartoon is out of the primary stages. I finally got the primary done. The primary is the biggest nightmare out of any of the cartoon things. Because it's so mentally exhausting just trying to come up with jokes and framing. Like, the actual work of it is really fast. Like, you just quickly make a little thing just to remind yourself, oh, this is the framing, and this is where people should be positioned and everything. But it's really mentally tiring, so it's very slow. Which makes you feel like shit because you're moving so slowly for something that actually should not take that long. But once you have all the primary stuff down, then it just flies. You know, time goes by very easily because then it's just mindless, busy work of drawing. You can listen to music while you do it. You can watch a video. You know, you don't even have to think about it. Whereas if you're doing the primary work, you're having to think about everything, and it's just really irritating. Okay, that's all for that. God, what a mission this has been. Let's take a look at this. Oh, the timeline of my many failures. This is the part that really highlights why I need Patreon, huh? Oh, I'm so willing to giving money now that I've watched this nightmare of a playthrough. But you can read these. Here's a war timeline. Locates, destroys, hell, did I? Zeitgeist units displayed evidence of corrupted programming / heresy. The unit failed to complete destruction of animal convoy. This is weird. This is so weird because, the unit, I guess it's referring to the Zeitgeist hub as the unit itself. I don't know. Plus, you saw them. They got into a fight with the humans. Actually, you might have not have seen that because I was in another video, but if you fight them in the middle, then the Medigens start fighting the Knights are fighting you, and you are fighting the Medigens. This is just, it's a big, just bloody orgy. And it sounds magnificent, but it's a pain to get through. So they failed to destroy the convoy? Why would they? I mean, they come towards the convoy. They intercept the convoy. And they just get there just barely with not enough time to destroy them. So they didn't really fail to complete the destruction. They just haven't gotten to it yet. I don't know. Fuck that mission. We'll pretend that mission never existed. That mission is garbage. And that was optimized. That was me min-maxing. Knowing, like, how to use shield amplifiers and shield mods. You know, if someone that is just going in using stupid shit, like, oh, I'm gonna jam their missiles or something, then it becomes even more of a nightmare because they're not optimized. Which maybe the AI might have survived if they had jammers. I have no idea. Oh well, if them butts were candy and nuts, then I could go fuck myself. Exemplar sect analysis projected high probability of renegade unit Medigen contamination, corruption, bug fault, and recommended avoidance of communication with renegade units to prevent possible contamination, corruption. Destroy of animals first, that's me. Successfully relocated, destroy the renegade units. Redactor sect debriefed analysis indicates no subsequent signs of contamination, corruption of unit, destroy of animal first. Okay. One thing of me. It doesn't mention my hub mates because it's possible that I could have lost them. And the game has no way of knowing that either way. Because of Titan, capture orbital nexus. Wait, what? Someone because the overwhelming efficiently defended nexus parentheses selected to delay the unit's self-destruct mechanism. Because, huh. I don't remember this in the human campaign, so I guess this is unique. Again, like I said, as soon as we killed Kanan, then the timeline split, definitely. It could have done it before then, but with the slaying of the human predator godhead, Kanan, then we are in a completely alternate timeline now. Prometheus allowed the Nexus to launch toward Ninth World to better observe human... Maybe this is... I think... Oh, that's right! Because in the human campaign, what they do is they capture an orbital nexus and use that to fly to Pluto in order to try to attack Prometheus directly. Because remember, in the prior mission, we saw in the timeline that they had discovered his location and transmitted that information before that probe or whatever it was. No, it was a ship. Before it was destroyed. So this is actually the Cybrid side of this. So it's revealed by playing the Cybrid campaign that Prometheus actually was aware that the humans had captured it. And he knew, as a fact, that there were humans on board the Nexus that was coming to kill him. So let's see what this has to say. Prometheus allowed the Nexus to launch toward Ninth World to better observe human-animal versatility ingenuity. That's bullshit. This is just like jacking off. Like, yeah, I totally knew. And they're trying to explain it away. Well, he was just curious about how dumb they are. Shut up. Prometheus felt the Nexus would provide excellent training for the untested orbital defense units. Yeah, whatever. The stolen Nexus's self-destruct mechanism remained a viable alternative means of disposal. Well, I guess that's fine, you know. If you could press the button, it's like, well, things aren't going well, I guess I'll just press this button and destroy them. That's not really how a computer would operate, though. You'd think that it would just choose the most expedient means of getting rid of them. Ah, well, anyways. That's bullshit. Let's go ahead and save this nightmare, this train wreck of a part. Bet I'll have to go back and rescue the other two turdlings. I was thinking about bringing in the ones that would absolutely be corrupted by mutagens, but then I would have to kill them and I would be down a teammate anyway, so either way you're getting the same result. Plus you lose the equipment either way. Like I lost the Shepherd and I lost the Adjudicator. That's the true problem of this game. That's the true difficulty. Because it's not as though the missions themselves are that hard, it's that if you don't do them expertly, like if you don't just fly through the missions as easily as possible and sustain no real casualties, since you operate based on reinforcements, that means that it's very easy for you to get overwhelmed over time. Because you're losing experienced pilots, more importantly, you're losing the equipment that they were using, which you're probably going to be using the best equipment going into each mission. So it's very easy for the campaign to fall apart if you're not, you know, doing really good mission runs each time. Which is kind of a neat way to handle it, I guess. I kind of like that idea. I don't know. You guys talk about it. But that is the end of this, if it could even be called such, this end of this part. This should have been part 13 for how much of a nightmare it ended up being. But I wonder what part 13 will bring us. Maybe it'll be lucky number 13. But I guess we'll see then, won't we? But that's all for this time. I will see you guys next time in part 13. Bring your diapers, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of shit going on. I'll see you then.